Okay, in this lecture basically we'll be learning about how to draw a graph between a 2D sin x function and a 3D sine function, right? So let us draw the graph. Let us start with a simple one, that is y is equal to sine of x, right? In this y is only a function of single variable, that is x, right? So similarly this will be our y is equal to f of x, and this is nothing but this is our sine of x. In a similar way, let us take a 2D function, right? In order to draw the graph, 3D graph of sine x, it must be a function of both x and y, and this can be written as basically sine of x comma y, right? So this is our z, right? Now what we are doing, we are just going to compare 2D graph versus 3D graph, how they actually look, right? Let's find out, right? Let us draw the graph of sine x, right? So let me just type over here, right? Let me type the function, that is, this is nothing but this is our sine of x, and let me just put on display option, right? So this is the graph of sine of x, right? It starts right away from the origin, and the highest value of sine is nothing but this is at equal to 1, right? And in a similar way, let us draw the graph of sine of x comma y, right? Okay, can you see, like, this is my three-dimensional axis, this is my x, this is my and this is my z direction, right? So this is a basically three-dimensional space. So let us write this is my sine of x comma y, and we'll get this kind of graph, right? So basically, like, this is like a ocean, right? You can see like lot of waves which are coming, right? So this can be compared with the oceans as well, right? So let us draw different graphs. So this is my function of sine of x comma y, right? So this was my, okay, what we are doing is we are going to take different function, right? So in this time, at this time, let us take our function as tan of x, right? So now what we'll be doing, we'll be comparing graph of 2D tan x with the 3D tan x, right? Because all we know, because when theta is equal to 90 degree, our tan of x is infinite, right? We don't get any finite value. Even at minus pi by 2 or pi by 2, all the multiples of pi by 2, if you take n is equal to 1 and pi by 2, you'll get lot of multiples, right? So let us take tan of x and tan of x comma y, right? So let me just erase it over here, and let me just type it over here, tan of x, right? So this is my tan of x, right? This is our tan of x. Let us put on the display. Let us add, this is our display, right? So this is our tan of x, right? At theta is equal to 90 degree, our value of tan of x is infinite, right? So this is my tan of x comma y. This is a 3D graph of tan x, right? Let us understand. Okay, let us just write tan of x comma y. Let us write tan of x comma y. So this is our tan of x comma y. So let us put on the display option. Okay, so can you see, like, this is my plane, right? This is my basically plane, right? This is covering the entire surface, right? So this surface is our graph of 3D graph of tan x, right? This is the beauty of like drawing the graph and then comparing, right? How they look in a 3-dimensional and a 2-dimensional space. So let us now draw the graph of cos of x, right? So let me just write over here, right? Let me write cos of x is a function of x, right? And then again we'll be writing z equal to cos of x comma y, right? This is a function of both in x and y. So let us just type, let us just write over here, right? So let me just remove it. Let me just type it over here, cos of x, right? Let me add this and let's get the graph display. So what we are noticing here, right? The peak value of cos of x is at 0. At 0, cos of x is equal to 1, right? Let us draw the 3D graph as well. Looks like very similar with the sine graph, but the very basic difference is their peak values. So what we can do now we have understood the graph of 2D graph of cos x versus 3D graph x. Now what we'll be doing, we'll be comparing graph of sine x versus cos x, right? In order to have a better understanding of that, right? So let me just erase it, all the things over here, and let me just write it over here, right? Let us write. So let me write over here. This is my y is equal to nothing but, let us write, this is y. I guess this is already graph of cos x, but again we'll be erasing it and we'll be making it sine x. So this is my, on left hand side, this is my cos sine of x, and on left hand side, on right hand side, sorry, this is my cos of x. So let me write over here just sine of x, because I have already written on the top this is sine of x, so this must correspond with sine of x as well, right? So let me just display it. Okay, this is my sine of x, and let me just draw a cos of x graph. So this is my cos of x. Let me remove it. Let me just type it over here. This is my cos of x, right? So boom, what you can see like that, this is my sine x, this is my cos x, right? right? At x is equal to 0, you are getting value maximum at 1, but when you are looking at the sin x, at x is equal to 0, the value is 0, right? So this is the basic difference, right? Thank you so much.